Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's June the 4th, 2023, Sunday. So it's the day that I do my post-crossing. I've got 4 official ones that I can send out that I'll show you those. I've got some friend mail that I'm going to send out. I'll show you those too. And I also want to talk a little bit about post-crossing meetups. Might be a bit premature, but Sophia is coming down from Montreal. She's the one who organized our 3 meetups that we had in the Maritimes last year. We had one in Moncton on July 1st. We had one in Peggy's Cove, Nova Scotia on July 2nd, I believe it was. And then one in Prince Edward Island, Borden, Prince Edward Island on July the 4th. So she did 3 of them in a 4-day span. I was able to attend 2 of them. And she's coming down. She's going to do a couple more here in Atlantic Canada. I say Atlantic Canada because she's doing one in Newfoundland. I believe that is on July the 2nd. And then she's doing another one here in New Brunswick in Fredericton on July the 8th. So I'm planning on going to the one in Fredericton on July the 8th. I'm hoping that other Maritimers that are in the area that are interested in going to a post-crossing meetup will attend. I'll give you more details on it, the exact times, the places where it's going to be held. There's a big geocaching convention or event happening in Fredericton that weekend, so that's another reason why she's there. She's big into geocaching, and I know there are lots of other post-crossers that are really interested in that as well. So hopefully maybe that'll be something that'll draw you in. Maybe you'll want to go and do some geocaching and at the same time come to the post-crossing meetup. Sophia's got beautiful meetup cards that are combination geocaching and post-crossing together for this year, so you'll want to get some of those. And maybe you'll want to meet a few people. Maybe you'll want to be in one of my videos because I plan on documenting the event. I'm not sure how much geocaching I'm going to do, but I am going to go up and certainly be there for the meetup. That is the plan. I will give you more details as I know more, but I wanted to get that out there in case you want to start thinking, because it's only like a month away before that happens. And if you're in New Brunswick or in Prince Edward Island or in Nova Scotia and you want to go up, it's on a Saturday, so it's something you could go up. You could even go up on the Friday, spend the night, be there for the event, and head back to wherever your home is, or you could come up Saturday morning, stay for the afternoon, and head home, depending on where you live. So all sorts of options there. It will be up on the post-crossing site when everything is finalized, but stay tuned for my videos. When I get to know more, I will tell you more, and we're going to promote it, and I may even try to send some messages off to local people in the area just so they can find out about it, just in case they don't watch my channel, or maybe they don't check the meetup sites to see if there's something going on. I know that was the problem last year, is that people wanted to go to the meetups, and when they heard about them after the fact, they're like, oh, I wish we would have known. We would have been there. All right, so that's going on. All right, let's switch back gears to some of the cards that I'm sending out. I'm going to show you the official ones first. My first one is going off to Germany. He says he lives in a small village in Westphalia. He's interested in meeting new people, learning new foreign cultures. He likes cards with landscapes of your country or city, blue cats, wild animals, Simpsons, cartoons like Walt Disney or Tom and Jerry, snow, Christmas cards, Santa Claus, Easter cards, birthday cards, mountains, full moon, beaches, northern lights, big tractors, Halloween, Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola, old cemeteries, birthday cards in September, no religious cards, please, and no cards with Bible verses. Please write me something in your native language and translate them. Do not forget to write the date, postcard, and the weather. Don't forget the ID. Always the important one. Don't forget the ID. This is not of my country, but it is close by. He says he likes beaches. This is Old Orchard Beach in Maine. So Maine is the United States. It is the state that borders New Brunswick, so it's not too far away. And I had a friend last year who was in Old Orchard Beach, brought me back some of these. If he likes beaches, this is a nice long one. There's lots of things to do in Old Orchard Beach if you're there in the summer. So hopefully he appreciates the beach, even though it's not from New Brunswick or Canada. All right, the next card is going to Netherlands. He lives in a small village in the northern part. The village is known because of the tower that is slanted more than that of Pisa. He's married, works in construction as a plasterer. His hobbies are football, and he's a referee. He also likes walking, cycling, and occasionally reading a book. He says, please, can you send me a postcard of where you live? He loves visiting cities and historic buildings. So You want one from where I live? Here's Experience Moncton. This is downtown Moncton at night. The Avenir Centre, I've mentioned it before. This is where the Moncton Wildcats hockey team of the Quebec Major Junior League plays. Also where there's some concerts. Last week I went to see Jimmy Carr, the comedian. He was performing here. So lots of things happen here. On the back there is a view of the skyline, which is kind of changing right now because we're getting some new buildings that are going up. But it gives you an idea, at least gives him an idea of what the city might look like. The next one is going off to Austin, Texas, the United States. He loves to travel all over the United States for work, so his cards could come from any city and might also feature art and photos from other cities. He likes all kinds of postcards, so send what makes you happy. Send that weird one that you haven't quite found the right person to send it to yet. He says his favorites are especially modern art, surreal scenes, wacky human situation, national parks, neon, and old signs. So I've picked this one here. This is from the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, and this was an exhibition that was going on at the time. So if he likes art, and this is one of those ones that I wasn't quite sure who would want it, but it is going out. So hopefully he is the right person. The exhibition took place in October of 2022, so I've had it for a little while now. All right, the last official one I have going out is going to Finland. She is a 17-year-old student. Her interests are dancing, music, photography, poetry, art, and movies. Also likes learning new languages and traveling. Favorite cards to receive have illustrations on them, raccoons, forests, trees, portraits, cats, ghosts, food, cottages, seashells, and beaches. And really appreciates any card that's sent. So I'm going to send this one. It's a nice beach. It's got a seashell on it. It's got the Confederation Bridge in the background there, which is the bridge that links New Brunswick and Prince Edward Island together. So hopefully that is the right card for her. All right, let's move on to my direct swaps and the friend mail that I'm planning on sending out. And before I do that, make sure you're a subscriber if you're enjoying the content. Like, leave me comments so we can communicate back and forth and share with other people. First card is That Dad Guy card. I'm starting to run low on these, so I have sent out quite a few of them over the last few years, but I do like to send these out to people that have reached out to me. I'm sending out this black and white card of the Hopewell Rocks here in New Brunswick. Famous attraction. You can see when the tide is out at low tide, you can walk along the beach or the sea floor, and then when the tide is in, the water is way up here, so you can kayak around it, which is cool. The next one, I am sending out one of the long cards that we got from Montreal. So here we've got the Jacques Cartier Bridge. Sometimes when I get new cards, the first thing I want to do is send them out. And then you kind of forget about all the older cards that you have. But I'm not going to forget about the older cards this time, and I tried to make a point of it that, yeah, I got a couple of the new ones I'm sending out, but I will hold on to them and spread them out over time. I think it'll work out better that way. All right, this card here is a good educational card. Here you have the map of Canada. Here you have numbers of all the provinces and territories, and then you have the flags that would go with all of them. So your job is to figure out which flag goes with which province or territory, and which one is our national flag. Hopefully you can figure out which one the Canadian national flag is. If you have the urge to go to the bathroom, this next card might not help. This is Niagara Falls, a very famous attraction to come to here in Canada and the United States. And I say Canada and the United States because there is an American portion of the falls over here that the American can come and see. But when you come to the Canadian side, we have the Horseshoe Falls, which you have the Maid of the Mist down there that you can go down and tour and get up real close and get the spray. It's really cool. It's a neat little town too. Lots of tourist attractions and things like Ripley's Believe It or Not and Madame Tussauds and all that sort of stuff. All right, next we have a 3D card. Here we have Toronto, different perspectives with the CN Tower and Rogers Centre there, where the Toronto Blue Jays play, baseball team. And then we have a Prince Edward Island card with a few scenes. You've got a lighthouse, you've got the bridge, you've got a bale of hay, farmers' fields. So we have that going off. We have another of the big long cards there with the carriage ride going through Old Montreal. I'm not sure why I'm going side to side. It is not one of those type of cards. I am sending out this Doctor Who card with Matt Smith and Amy Pond. Well, the Doctor and Amy Pond, because Amy Pond is not the actress's name. I keep doing that every time I do one of these Doctor Who cards. I seem to do the Doctor and then the character's name. Anyways. I also have this one here, Keep Calm and Visit a Lighthouse, for anyone out there that enjoys lighthouses. We have that card going out. I have this 3D card of a grizzly bear in the Rocky Mountains that is going out. One of these cards, I haven't sent one of these in a long time, the Happy Post-Crossing cards with the Lego mailman. Kind of represents me with the postcards and the mail and the Lego and all that sort of stuff. Really like those cards. Here's another Prince Edward Island card showing you the map of the province of Prince Edward Island and some of the things you might see along the way if you're visiting. And then finally, I've got one of those Mail a Lobster cards, which I thought were really cool. Cover up who it's going to on the back, but you can see the back. You can all cut it out, create your own lobster when that card arrives in your mailbox. So there you go. Those are all the cards that I have ahead of me to write and decorate and do whatever I want to do on the back of them. So I will look forward to doing that today on this rainy, chilly day. I am in a sweater today because, yeah, it's about 8 degrees outside. It might warm up to 12 or something. It's going to rain all day. It's going to rain all week. So it's going to be one of those weeks that the flowers and the lawns will get lots of water and nutrition. The fires will hopefully get put out. And then on the other side, we're going to start a beautiful summer. That's what my hope and prayers are that we have ahead of us. And so today, I am just going to relax and take it easy here. And I'll keep you posted on what's going on. There may be some stuff happening this week. And if there is, I'll keep you tuned into what's going on. I did have a celebration video on Friday celebrating 800 subscribers. So thank you very much. I'm currently at 799. So one of the subscribers decided, no, I'm leaving. So we'll get back there, and then I'll have my giveaway that I talked about too. So have yourself a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?